Okay, so last week we went to Nando's in Birmingham Broad Street. At the time of the video I said it was Nando's 28, it was actually Nando's 27, but we will be doing Nando's 28 today because we're in the car and we're on the way to Bluewater. So here we are, Bluewater Shopping Centre. This is it's built in the late 90s and it has shops in it and also pikeys. So yeah, apologies from Barry who was supposed to be here. Apparently he's dying of a hangover.
It's not good enough, you should have thought of that before you started drinking last night. You should have thought of this. Okay, so this is the second time I've ever been in Bluewater. The first time was pretty much when it opened about 14 years ago or something like that. It's different from last week when we were in the bull ring. The bull ring's in the centre of the city, where this is out in the middle of nowhere. We have, I'm not even sure if it's bigger or smaller. To be honest, it's different. And that's about all I have to say about that.
Here's some facts. Bluewater is approximately 4.7 times the size of the bull ring and it's spread over 15 levels, the lower levels being below the core of the earth. It was open in the late 1670s. It was originally built for the Queen at the time, which was Queen Elizabeth V, and she used it as a shopping centre. Nando's first opened here in the early 1980s. It was actually the first Nando's in the UK, but it closed down and reopened when they turned this into a public shopping centre in the late 90s. The architecture actually dates back to the Stone Age. Bluewater was originally excavated from some chalk. They actually found the shopping centre in there, so the actual building dates all the way back to like prehistory. That's all I've got to know about it really.
How excited are you to be in Nando's 28?
I'm over the moon, despite the fact I'm smiling. It's more the fact that I've got ham in my face. I've been to Nando's 2 weeks in a row now, and yeah, and I don't eat chicken, and the veggie menu's a bit shit, so.
Plus, like, first impressions, they've done something with the lights. They've got a bit dusty though, but they've definitely tried to do something with the lights. They've got the chicken feet things on the wall again. It's basically just a pit at the bottom of some stairs in the shopping centre, and it is quite dusty here. But
nice.
Dust. I don't know if this is Nando's property or if they want someone else to clean that, but that's really dusty. If you look down here, dust. That's really dusty. Hopefully the chicken won't be dusty though, because that would be fucking rank.
So Nando's number 28 we're in. I'm going to order some food. It was going to be an early lunch for me. I'm usually still in bed at this point because it's still quite early. We're in a sort of food court area and there's no wall to separate us from everyone else out there eating other things. There's other things here that I would like to eat as well, but
you greedy cunt. Well, we can go to GBK and get a burger.
There's a lot of food I'd like to eat instead of Nando's, but that's not the rules, so I can't really do that.
Exactly. It would be unreasonable and unworkable if we just went to Nando's locations and just ate other food.
I think that's a good plan though. We never really set any rules for this though, did we?
I think we do have to
eat Nando's food.
I think it's sort of an unspoken rule, but yeah, it's true. So this is the Water Circus Nando's at Bluewater. You can see it's a bit weird. Despite there being plenty of staff and it being quite quiet, it took a very long time to be served. They just sort of stood around waiting on God knows what. They tried calling out another member of staff who didn't come, and yeah, we'll see. I mean, hopefully there's no pubes on the extra hot sauce. That'll be one bad thing. We spotted something.
Yeah, Chris's cashier is apparently called Fernando. Is that true, or is that just Nando's propaganda?
It was divined. when he was born. That was what he was going to end up doing.
He knew he was going to work at Nando's.
So I see that this is tap water in a wine glass, Nando's.
No cheating. Thank you very much.
No cheating for the Coke. I ordered all of my food and Annabelle's food, and it came up to £12 exactly.
Whoa.
Who was your cashier?
There was Fernando as well.
Was same guy, Fernando.
That's made
How
my day,
amazing is
that?
Fernando.
Do you think he's really called Fernando?
Probably, he looks like he's called Fernando. He's pretty hot. Following on from making up jokes about Nando's or Nando's jokes, here's the joke of the month.
Why did Darren Brown come to Nando's? Fernando!
There you are, folks. See you next month.
Can we start again?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Start whenever you want. I'm leaving this in, by the way.
Right, I can't do it. Get off my food. Price of Nando's. They're disgraceful. They go up every week. They spend all their money printing fancy menus and putting artwork on the wall, which this one doesn't even have. And not only did they put their prices up when the VAT went down.
It's only February and the prices have already gone up, and then on the 1st of March, right, the prices are going up again.
Ridiculous.
Next Tuesday they're rounding up the prices, so now I guess the burger on its own won't be £5.21, it'll probably be £5.25 or £5.30.
Round it up to £6, why not?
Yeah, well, they might as well just do what they're going to do, round everything up to at least a tenner, or 20 if it's something that's over a tenner, because by the end of the year they'll probably save money by doing that, rather than constantly printing off entire menus and stuff like that. Reprogramming the tills, I don't know what logistics are involved in changing the prices, but you know, it's a fucking disgrace.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough, and you know, for them to be passing the VAT out increase onto the customers and then rising the prices again as if it's in some way beneficial to people. Tell you what, the main people that eat at Nando's, students, families and poor people, they're going to eventually be priced out. Nando's are going to start having to close.
Do you know what else?
What?
It says on the menu that service is not included. You get bloody monies.
Really?
I've never left a tip at Nando's.
I'll leave a tip at Nando's, clean the fucking dust. The food, it would be my last Nando's burger until after Lent, unless I magically go before next week. You've got chicken.
I got quarter chicken, hot as I always get it. Curry chips. We'll see what happens. We'll see how what the food is like. Yeah.
See what happens. And you've got.
I've gone for the hummus and I've put loads of sauce on it, and I'm going to take this one home so I can enjoy Nando's even when I'm not at Nando's.
Score.
So now it's coming up to lunchtime, and there's a queue about 7 deep. So the fact that we got here just before lunchtime was a good idea, and we got our seats and we got our food pretty much straight away.
The food is actually, it isn't as spicy as it should be. Even, you think that even the hummus is a bit bland?
I think the hummus might have been watered down.
Watered down hummus. You said yours was cold, like it'd been cooked but left to go cold.
It was warm, yeah. It had been cooked, I think it's left on the side to go cold. The chips are good, they're warm, and the chicken was cooked through. I think it's just been left.
And the chicken here was a very sort of stringy, not extra hot at all. But they did come and take the little chicken away, so some points there. So yeah, it is lucky we came like an hour earlier than now, because now the queue is ridiculous. Have a look down the queue. Basically, if we're in this position to queue, we're waiting for almost everyone to eat and leave before we get a place in there. And considering there's another Nando's in this shopping centre, and there's lots of other places to eat there, it's crazy. So maybe they don't need to raise their standards, and they don't need to lower or keep their prices minimum, because people go here anyway. Ridiculously popular. It was a sort of standard Nando's affair, not very spicy, a bit stringy, a bit dirty in there, a bit slow in the counter. But people are still queuing for it, so what do they have to do? Fuck all.
So we're about to leave Bluewater now. That's the end of our little trip to Bluewater.
It is indeed the end. We go home now.
Let's just go rate our Nandos. This one I'm giving a 3. It was average. The chicken came out a bit warm, not hot enough. The chips were fine and everything else was fine. I'm glad we didn't have to wait too long, so we came at a good time, so 3.
I also give it a 3, but only because I can't find anything wrong with it. But there wasn't anything right with it either, so 3.
It's a 3 all round, 3 from me as well. I thought the service was a bit bad, especially the queue, letting the queue form like that, and just a bit stringy chicken, not very spicy. The dust was a bit of a but the toilets weren't that bad. But you know, that's not where I eat. Maybe I should have chosen when they said where do you want to sit. Should have said in the toilets, away from all the fucking dust. So 3 from me as well. So it's a bye to Bluewater.
See you next time when we're at Manchester Printworks.